kind of a tower. Another building. But as I was saying about, getting Modo models. I mean, Modo is a bit picky about its models. It doesn't like kind of messy, doesn't like tries really, doesn't like anything that's not kind of modeled cleanly. And so, it can be very difficult to bring in stuff that's modeled in Max into Modo. And you'll find, obviously, a lot of Turbo Squid is modeled in Max, so it can be a little fiddly trying to get this stuff to work, I guess, as, secondary models. But they'll work for the purpose that we want it. Basically, it's just populating the scene. And, as much as the luxury of being able to sit here and model these would be fun, you just don't have the time. So, there's nothing wrong with buying models to help fill out your scene, and then you've got your hero buildings in the foreground, and then background stuff we'll just have to deal with as we get to it. So, so this is, you can see the difference in detail. I mean, I've still got a lot to do here. Now, just going through, what I wanted to kind of show you guys was some of the little kind of neat tricks in Modo for detailed modelling. So I'll turn off the other stuff at the moment. We don't need it. Let's concentrate on this. Okay, so you wanted to add some kind of bevel details to the top of these columns for starters. Hit the bevel tool, and normally, we've got a profile already attached. So say you don't, you normally get that. Say it's not what you want. You want some kind of nice architectural detail. You may go in here and go, oh, let's try that. There you go. So you can see what that does quickly. It just adds detail in, basically using using a Bezier curve as your profile, and then just extends it. So as you can imagine, that can be very helpful for, just say, let's do this one. Say I wanted to do it in a bit. You have to watch that. Profiles are often turned on. So there. So that's cool. So you can see that it gives you detail very quickly. Stuff that you would actually normally take quite a while to model. For this kind of circumstance, it's very handy. You do have to have your loops, slices, etc. in the right places if you want to use the bevel tool. Otherwise, you can use it as a curve extrude, which I'll show you in a sec. So you chamfer that. So it's pretty cool. Does the job. So it's, as I said, it's not really that different to it. Obviously, you can tools that you can use in other programs, but what I do like about it is the ease of use. There's a lot of things in Modo. So we want to repeat what we've done on there, on the other two. And then we select the top ones. That looks like just the classic one. Obviously, it's better to do it all at the same time. That's right, and then the bottom ones were Yeah, so I mean, I'll be going through basically and just using this tool to detail my models up. But that's exactly what I was talking about before. In the circumstance where you may be able to shoot these kind of details, and then again, whether you need them in the projection. So it's kind of, you know, I don't want to say finding that balance again, but finding the level of detail, I guess, that you need to achieve the shot you want. And that will come with, I guess, with experience and experimentation. So, you know, in this case, I'm kind of going for more of a complete shot from the whole, you know, from an entirely created point of view, and knowing that, you know, I can shoot the textures I need, but I won't necessarily be able to shoot, you know, these kind of details on the right angles, or, you know, or it's quicker to do this anyway. But look, certainly, you know, there's arguments for and against both ways of doing things. It just really depends on what. Come on. I find it annoying that it doesn't get dropped automatically. But anyway. That's right, you need to select the whole lot. Probably go all the way around. And obviously you can drop the tool and then do it again. Make it twice as deep. Another thing I haven't worried about too, modelling this stuff up, is whether it's being perfect, because buildings aren't. You know, like, there's nothing wrong with having imperfections everywhere, because it really adds a bit of, I guess, realism. But yeah, so you can see, you know, very quickly, little details you can add. Just makes modelling a bit more fun, really. Yeah, and so we go, you know, and I'll have to go back and forward and just kind of, you know, using the reference too. So, you know, I'll need to kind of go to my reference folders and, you know, just find, you know, you can see, I mean, this is a good example, although it's, as I said, a little bit too kind of extravagant. It has all and this one up here, it has all the you know, these kind of details I'm talking about. That's too low res. That's probably a good one. Anyway, yeah, you can see like all these little arches, and, you know, and so you can imagine, you know, just with, I guess, with the right placed polygons and the right choice in bevel profiles, you could really just quickly knock this stuff out. Obviously, you know, these sculpted faces, heads, etc., that go on there, not so much, but, you know, you could really kind of knock out a lot of this stuff quite quickly. You know, it's just a case of knowing where to add, really where to add your polys and then where to add your bevels. Because you might, you know, say, it seems that you get a lot of these kind of, what would you call them, dividing ones, where you say you may have a column. You know, so you've already got your, I guess, your initial, you know, primary bevel. Then after that, you might want, I'll say I'll do it on this one. So let's take the pub. Okay, so I've had to change I changed the color to white just because I realised it was probably a little bit too dark for you guys to see the default color. But basically, I'll just kind of continue on trying to get some of this detail that we need. I mean, but I guess you'll get used to finding all the different profiles. So you can see, there's all these different options which really help. And then you might do another one.